Tom, you was
I
breaking
like
up.
that hoodie.
You was breaking up. Repeat. What? Say that again. You want to what?
Okay. Take the ugly Pittsburgh Steelers shit off. Give me one of those fucking hoodies.
You want one of these?
Fire hoodie. I like the
All right.
hoodie.
But take this ugly thing
Yeah.
off. Can you take your ugly face off?
Take that ugly shit off.
Can you take your ugly ass face off?
Episode number 6. Episode number 6. We're
Is it
back
six?
in full effect.
Thank God for
It's
you for
number
keeping
6.
track of stuff.
Hey man. Hey. What's up, bro?
I
How's
mean,
it
it's
been?
it's been good. It's been good, man. Same old, same old. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dealing with, what I'm
Right.
saying? Fatherhood, all that stuff. Lots going on in the industry. Couple things I definitely want to talk about. I want to talk about some
All right.
industry stuff, and then I want to talk about something personal I went through, and I want your
Okay.
advice on it. All right.
All right.
Let's
I'm
talk
here.
about Sierra first.
Okay. Um, would
Specifically,
you
we're gonna specifically the outfit that she wore at the Oscars. Is that what we're gonna talk about?
yes. Yes.
Okay.
And I think he's gonna get a little bit into the relationship shit because, would you allow your wife to wear a dress, see-through nipple covers, and you can see the underwear, would
Yeah.
you allow
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Your wife.
For those who haven't seen it, I'm gonna put the image up on here in a second or two. The front
Right, right,
wasn't.
right.
I don't think the front was as bad because she had like a panty or like borderline boy short type thing on. The breasts were like kind of like it looked like they were naked, but they weren't. They had like some covering, but it was like a nude covering. But then when she turned around, back was very opened, and it was pretty much a thong. Now, amazing physique, especially for her age. 3 kids,
Amazing.
looks
Amazing. Yeah.
absolutely amazing, right? The woman looks absolutely amazing. Um,
She
some
does.
say some say it wasn't appropriate for the Oscars. I never been to the Oscars.
Right.
I don't know what's appropriate or not appropriate to the Oscars. And I'm pretty
No,
sure if we go back
neither
and
have
look
I.
through the history of the Oscars, some people have probably pushed the envelope here and there. They're artists, they're
Right,
celebrities,
right,
they're supposed to be over the top. You know what I'm saying? If your outfit doesn't spark
right,
conversation, technically you didn't do your job, right?
right.
Would I let my wife wear that outfit? To be honest with you, Kodak, I gotta be honest, man. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it just depends on the circumstances. I feel like if I knew what her career was and what her reasoning was for it, and there was a purpose behind it, and she was passionate about it, I feel like I'm confident enough in my own self as a man to maybe allow that, especially the fact that she's out with me. And I know it's the world of fame and celebrityism, and this is kind of like the what they do, right?
It's a
So that
new word, celebrityism.
whatever, I don't quote me, whatever. Uh, what I don't know if it's whatever. We make shit up here.
Yeah,
It
go
might be a
ahead.
word.
I get
So
it.
I do feel that if we were going to like a family reunion, I'd look at her like, nah, this is too crazy. But because it's the Oscars, it's this, it's that. I feel like part of me would allow my wife to wear that to the Oscars. I really do. Now, I also feel like another part of me might be like, man, we got 3 kids. They're gonna see this. You pretty much have a thong on. I feel like it's a little bit too much. So I'm kind of torn. I gotta be honest. I'm
Right.
not. I'm not. I
Well,
can't.
for me, it's a hard. For me, it's a hard no. No, it's not happening. I don't care what the situation is. Like, you're a mother of 3, you're a wife. We have a certain, standard that I'm just, you have women over here. I think that's where the lines are blurred. Women and quote unquote hoes. We have crossed the two for some, and you having, it's plenty of things. She has amazing physique, beautiful woman, but it's plenty of things you can wear to show off that physique. There's plenty of things that you can do to show that you are representing a family. Because I don't want my kids doing it. I don't want no one doing it. You don't want me doing it. You don't want me to over sexualize myself going out. So why would I want my wife to over sexualize herself? My wife. If it was a chick, I'm just, we're going to places like the strip club or the beach or something like that. But so it's a time and place for everything. And I think I put these people in this lane and this person in this lane when, it's like, no, you're a representation of me. So when we go out, we're going to represent each other. We're going to represent each other with class. I don't want to go out and she's turning heads for the wrong reasons. Ciara could show off her body in anything
without it being so see-through or exposed. A fishnet or being so revealing or so sexual.
Right.
Like, I don't want to say sexual, but such a over the, just a very edgy.
The Brat is such a she's always been fine, no matter her sexual preference. The Brat has always been fine to me, like body wise, like face wise, and she's always.
Did you say the Brat?
Whatever she did, the Brat,
the rapper,
the Brat, the rapper
on Ricky Smiley.
Have you ever seen her body?
Yeah. No, I used to think the Brat was hot back in the day.
The Brat's stacked, bro.
Right. I feel you.
I'm just saying, but I mean, you have so many examples of women that's just kept it, that's classy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a time and a place. Even Lisa Ray, like, she has a be classy and a lady. Now, if it's a movie, yeah, you're a stripper. Okay, it's a movie. If it's an event where it's class and elegance and you're representing for Black women across the United States and the world, then you gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to. To me, that's embarrassing to a husband, man. It's just
let's bring her husband into it. God-fearing man, very religious. Obviously, we all know this. Ciara did the whole prayer. Right. The prayer to find the man or whatever.
In the prisons.
What about the? No, remember she had that prayer.
They did something where they went into the prison.
Oh, they went into jails and stuff.
Oh, okay. To find the man. I think we got a little delay too.
Yeah, no, there's a little. Yeah, our internet connection isn't that great today, but we're gonna keep it moving because we ain't starting over this thing. It's gonna we getting the point across.
Hey, keep it moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But she did the prayer about them for the man and stuff like that.
Yeah, that prayer, and then what's her name? I think SZA or one of them put it in her album, or one of the artists, SZA, her, or somebody else who could have been. God, I'm dropping. Anyway, so my point is, I don't think Russell.
It's okay.
I think if Russell would have had a problem with her wearing that dress, he would have told her. I think Russ supported her. I do. I think that they, and this is just speculating, I think they got the kind of relationship where if he pulled her to the side and hey, say, babe, listen, I'm not okay with this. I don't think she would have wore it. I think he supported her in wearing that dress. I really do.
Well, to me, Russell is
don't do it.
A multitude of men.
Are you gonna call him a simp?
He's definitely a simp.
Yo, why people be hating on this dude so much? Why is he? Because he's a nice simp, guy. Because he's a nice
you're
guy.
Simpy
he's a simp.
So it's okay.
You know what I think it is? You know why people think, and I'm gonna tell you why. Do you know why people think? Do you know why people think they call Russ a simp, and why people think he's soft? You know why? Because he's overly religious.
Why?
Because he's overly religious.
No.
I think that's why.
Nope.
No?
Hey, bro, it's plenty of men that are over religious that I respect. Like, I respect as men of God. It's plenty, man. I have my brother-in-law, he's a over religious guy. Pastor Freddie Haynes, over religious, but Ricky Rush, over religious people who I respect. Like, and these are pastors. I do not because I've seen Pastor Haynes and his wife interact. I've seen him, I've seen them personally, seen them interact, and so I just don't look at him as a simp. But Russell Wilson is a simp. Like, he's really simpy, like really, really simpy. Like, and I don't say that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful when
I know you're not. I know, but you're not the only one. Tons of people. I mean, women say that about him. People are like,
that's what I'm saying.
Sierra's gonna one day go back to somebody like. Go ahead.
This does not do him good. When when men are calling him, this does not look well with men, because now if you put it in the simp perspective, if you put it in a simp perspective, then does she respect that he said, I don't want you to wear this dress? Because if he's a simp, then she's like, I'm wearing it, I don't give a fuck what you think.
Or he is such a confident man within himself. He has so much confidence in himself. He is so assured of his relationship. Hold on now. He is so assured of his himself. He's the opposite of a simp. People who call him a simp wouldn't let their wives wear something like that because they're insecure. He's secure in himself. He's secure in his relationship enough to the point to look at his wife and say, baby girl, you wear that because you look amazing in it. And you know what? Don't worry about what anybody else thinks about you. How about that? No, you ain't buying it?
I call bullshit.
You call bullshit. No, I think that's what happened.
Look, I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm very comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable in my role in my relationship. But just because I want to be represented I have standards. I want my kids to represent me in a certain way when they're out in the world. I want my wife to represent me in a certain way when they're out in the world. It's just as simple as that. It's not that I'm insecure about my manhood or anything, or about myself. It's just that I don't want to miss. Because look, I remember Dave Chappelle told this joke where he was like, it's like me wearing a police uniform. And some crime happening, and somebody come up and say, hey, it's something's crime going happening. It was like, no, ma'am.
Why are you telling me?
I'm just dressed like an officer. I'm not so it's like you're wearing a hose uniform, but you want to be treated like a lady.
See, I think your comment was a bit toxic because I don't think that's a hose uniform.
That's a hose uniform, man.
Why is that a hose uniform? She's showing her body in
public. She's showing her body in public, bro. That's what that was.
It's art. It's not art. It's artistic. It's artsy.
Get the fuck out of here. It's not artistic. It's not artistic. That's artistic is at an art museum, not at the Oscars.
All right.
Art, well, it's a time and a place for everything.
A lot of people argue
goes in an art museum, not in the middle, not of millions of people watching you on national television. And you are, bro, if you look at the picture, he doesn't even look comfortable in that picture, bro. He doesn't even look like, come on, bro.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Russ knew he gave her his blessings to wear that. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the only thing that maybe I might have not wanted is the kids to see it as much. Maybe, hey, don't, let's not watch the Oscars tonight because mommy's going to be dressing a little too provocative. She's trying to make a statement, but that's part of her career and her job and blah, 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 blah. Again.
What about past tonight? What about past tonight?
I know people are going to be able to see it.
This is going to live forever.
Yeah, but Kodak, we could sit here and do that about a lot of things. We could talk about all the degrading rap music and all the degrading rappers that have children and all the shit they talk about now. They have daughters and they used to talk about this and that. And now what? Now, we need to respect women. What you mean we need to respect women? Do you remember all your albums? So, and I'm not trying to go there.
Right,
Let's end.
which I've changed my ways with my rap, even when, because you know me, I used to do music, avidly. So, which I've changed a lot of the stuff I've talk about because I got daughters.
Exactly. And I see that with rappers.
Which I want the representation. So that brings it back full circle. Thank you, sir, for mentioning that. That brings it back full circle.
Go check out Kodak's new music. My boy, but I do see that in growth with rappers. Once you get to a certain age, you might have children, daughters, or even just growing older. Your mentality changes. You're not 19 or 20 anymore. You're not going to say certain things that you're going to say in your 40s if you're still rapping, which makes sense. Everybody should.
And
grow.
how old are they?
How old are who?
Russell and Sierra.
Hey, listen.
Okay, so we should be past the naked secret.
Nah. This woman is at an older age. She looks amazing, and I feel like she has the right to flaunt her body at an event that's artistic, made for the celebrity world. No, simp, bro. I ain't no simp, dog. Don't be trying to call me no simp. All right, I'm not even overly religious. I don't even, Russ me over there like, God,
but being a religious doesn't make you a simp, though.
I understand your point of view, but I'm gonna stand on that. I think a lot of people go hard on Russell. It's because he's overly religious.
No.
I'm gonna stand on that.
I'm gonna say you're wrong because it's a lot of religious people who
cheat on their wives.
Yeah. That's all across the board.
It's a lot of preachers who cheat on their wives.
Yeah, that's a whole other subject because cheating is something that's
he's a simp because he not only is overly religious, he actually lives by the code of being a religious person, loving his wife, being supportive.
But his wife rocking around here in see-through dresses with her nipples out. I mean,
first of all, her nipples weren't out, and there's nothing that says
with her titties
in
out,
the Bible that you can't wear a fishnet dress to the Oscar.
Yeah, whatever.
All right,
and a G-string. And a thong.
I ain't gonna lie. The back of it was a little. It was a little. Okay,
all of it, man. You can see her whole body. All of it.
And it was amazing.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. So we're gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna
strip club.
We're gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna end this topic.
I wanted to throw some money. Next topic.
Russell would have beat your ass.
I would have threw money all over him and her.